Grab your imaginary passports and your bags because it's time to become world-trodden explorers right where you are.
Hello. My name is Asher and I'm your host along with my mom, Kristen.
Today, we're going back to the hills of the Liguria region in Italy to meet our friend Miss Barbara, who hosts a delicious cooking class overlooking the sparkling Mediterranean Sea in Riomaggiore, Cinque Terre. Before we get started on our episode, we want to say big thank you to our friends from Aotearoa for your 5-star review. They said, "Kia ora, thank you for such a positive and compassionate show. Our boys absolutely love this podcast and want to hear all the episodes as they come out. As my oldest say, they're all fun in different ways. They always look forward to the joke at the end and have started coming up with their own jokes at home. My partner and I love it too, and we learn heaps from it. Ooh, we love to hear some of your jokes. Please send them over."
Thank you so much. I wish I could visit New Zealand someday.
Me too. It is a big dream of mine. Thank you so much. Grown-ups, please don't forget to visit our website at culturekidsproduction.org and click on the support tab. If you'd like to make a donation, we are a grassroots nonprofit with a big mission, so any amount, big or small, will help our Culture Kids chugging along. Thank you for all that you do and for helping us extend our Culture Kids dining table just a bit longer so more children around the world will have a place to sit and belong. Okay, Culture Kids, a few weeks ago, we visited the breathtaking village of Riomaggiore in Cinque Terre and learned about the 5 cliffside villages full of charm. But this time, we're going to visit our friend Miss Barbara, who teaches visitors from all over the world how to make Ligurian pesto and gnocchi.
And today we're going to learn about pesto, one of my favorite sauces.
That's right, we love to make pesto sauce in our kitchen almost weekly, but we're traveling to the birthplace of pesto, where everything is rooted in tradition, quality ingredients, and centuries of care. Asher, I hope you'll still eat mommy's pesto after this, because what we're about to taste is the real deal. Ligurian pesto, made just like it has been done for generations, with basil grown in the sea-kissed hills of Italy.
Don't worry, Mom. Every recipe is different.
But before we hop on our magical culture train, Asher, do you remember where Liguria is?
Yes, it's a region in northern Italy right along the Mediterranean Sea.
Liguria is known for its seaside towns, terraced farms, and fresh ingredients like basil, olive oil, lemons, and pine nuts. And we're going back to Riomaggiore, Cinque Terre, but this time we're heading up into the hills to visit Miss Barbara's home, where the magic of real Ligurian pesto begins. And if you haven't traveled with us to Cinque Terre a few episodes ago, we suggest you do so before joining us on this adventure. All right, everybody. Put on your imaginary aprons and your chef hats and get ready for hills covered in rows of basil, grapevines, and olive trees. We're going back to see the colorful houses clinging to the hillsides like gumdrops, and below them, the bright blue sea sparkling like it is sprinkled in water. Buckle up now, because we're going back to one of the most magical villages in Italy.
All aboard!
Riomaggiore, Cinque Terre. Welcome back to Riomaggiore, Cinque Terre. We've made it all the way to the top of the mountain, high above the village, and whoa, what a view. All around us, the hillside stretches out like a giant green staircase covered in olive trees with silvery leaves that are shimmering in the breeze. Neat rows of herbs and vines are growing along the terraces.
Hey, I see Miss Barbara's house. It looks so cozy, like a fairy tale house. I bet fairies live here.
You're right. We see Miss Barbara's cozy little stone house tucked into the hillside like a hidden treasure. The path we're standing on is very narrow and bumpy, lined with wildflowers. The house has a small shaded front yard, and in the center, there's a big table with what looks like a marble stone grater and some wooden utensils.
I also see a mini cute garden. Are those herbs? I can smell them.
Yeah, I see a mini garden in the front yard with basil, thyme, and rosemary. Okay, let's walk towards the home. I think I see Miss Barbara over there.
Miss Barbara.
Ma ciao, Kristen. Ciao, Asher. Ciao, culture kids. Benvenuti.
Thank you so much for having us here. The view is stunning, and I can't believe we can see both the Mediterranean Sea and the cliffside mountains.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm happy you like it.
Is that an outdoor table for us to sit in and to make pesto?
Venite, sit on the table, around to the table. Enjoy the view.
I'll take this seat right here so I can see the ocean and the sparkling trees. Hello, olive tree.
Thank you so much. So, Miss Barbara, for those of us meeting you for the first time, can you tell us about yourself and what inspired you to start these cooking classes in your home?
Since I was a child, I developed a strong passion for cooking, thanks to my grandmother Antonietta. I have always been adventurous or have tried an original recipe from different countries around the world, but Ligurian cuisines remain my favorites. We decided to open the doors of our house, located in a terrace of the Cinque Terre, above Riomaggiore. For us, cooking is the best way to tell the story of our land and past of a true Ligurian tradition with the guests from around the world.
Well, thank you for opening the doors of your home for visitors like us. I can't believe this is where you live. A beautiful home covered in vines overlooking the terrace while the sea stretches out for miles in the backdrop.
Yes, is that the Mediterranean Sea? We live near the Pacific Ocean.
So, my home is and my property is in front to the Ligurian Sea. Is the Mediterranean Sea. Every morning you can find the different flavor from the sea, from the forest, from the herbs, because Liguria is really famous for different flavor from the herbs, for example.
Yes, we learned from our last episode with Miss Anna that Cinque Terre and the Ligurian region produces very unique ingredients like basil, lemon, and olives because the salt water and the natural elements make everything grow differently than in other parts of Italy, giving the food here its bright, fresh, and unforgettable flavor.
So I guess pesto is different here too?
Yes, in Italy we have really different kind of pesto. For example, in Sicily, they have a different kind of pesto with dry tomatoes, for example. It's totally different from our.
Sicily? Where's that?
So if you look at a map, Italy is shaped like a boot, and Sicily is that piece right at the toe.
Cool. But where was pesto really born? Where is it from?
So, the original pesto. Pesto alla Genovese, means from Genova, because born there, in Genova.
I didn't know that. So the birthplace of pesto is Genova, which is a beautiful coastal city in northern Italy, right in the Liguria region. And so what makes the pesto in Ligurian special? What are the important ingredients that go into it?
So, the most important ingredients coming obviously from the basil.
I knew it! Basil is king here.
For that, we like to use normally basil from Pra. Pra is a little place close to Genova.
Oh, more cities.
It's the specific kind of basil we use for prepare the pesto.
Where is Prague? I know there's a Prague.
Good question. Prague, spelled P-R-A with a little apostrophe, is different from Prague. Prague is a big city in the country of the Czech Republic, but Prague is a tiny town near Genova in Italy. It's famous for growing the best basil for pesto. So I guess that's why Miss Barbara likes to use the basil from there to make her famous pesto.
Is this the basil from Prague?
So right in front of us, there's a bowl of basil leaves. They do look very similar to the ones we have in America, but the leaves are much smaller, and the green color of the leaves is much brighter.
And please smell the flavor. It's totally different from the normal way.
Okay, let's take a sniff.
It's not as, strong.
You're right. It smells light and almost sweet.
Yes, it's very nice.
I can taste the pesto already.
Me too.
Then what other ingredients go into it?
And then Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, if it's possible, only 24 months age old, is the best way.
Cheese? 24 months means they're 2 years old. Aww. How cute.
I'm a toddler cheese.
Yes, cheese can age, kind of like how fruit may ripen. When it's young, it's softer and milder. But when it ages, like for 24 months, it becomes drier, crumbly, and super flavorful.
So, and then we need a garlic. And then it's important to find a nice extra virgin olive oil. The nice pine nuts. If it's possible, I recommend Italian pine nuts. For example, today you will try the pine nuts from San Rossore, close to Pisa, where it has a lot pine nuts tree.
I'm guessing these are the pine nuts that are in a small little bowl on the table. They look much fatter and bigger than the pine nuts I'm used to eating. And it's almost a bit squishy.
Oh yeah, they're still really small though.
Oh yeah, a single pine nut is like the size of a skinny little jelly bean. Tiny and light as a feather.
I can fit like 500 in my mouth.
Please try and taste, and you can understand are really soft, sweet, white, bigger, and without oil.
I'll try one.
Here you go. It's soft. I guess it's because it's not roasted.
Please not roast plain like this first, because the taste is so good.
It's good. The flavor is not strong at all.
It's perfect as is.
And then sea salt, and I recommend using only the sea salt if you can, and stop.
So what do we do with all these ingredients?
Do we like pound them together? Where?
It's important to use the mortar by marble.
Why is it important to use a marble bowl to pound the ingredients together?
Because it's cold temperature. In any case, it's nicer for the basil.
Oh, that makes sense. So culture kids, remember how we used marble to cool fudge on Mackinac Island in Michigan? I guess they do something similar when making pesto, using a chilled marble mortar to crush basil and its ingredients gently by hand.
Wait, you use a blender, Mommy.
I know, we don't have a marble mortar at home, so blender it is.
So what do you need to mix and pound into the marble bowl first? Everything at once?
Oh, I'm sure there's an order to things. Can you explain which ingredients gets added to the marble mortar first?
First, you add the garlic, sea salt, basil, oil, and pine nuts. And the last important ingredient is the cheese. I mean Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. You need to press and mix and circle. You need to pound. And when you see are totally creamy, you can think into taste if it's enough the salt. And then you finish with the circle of oil, extra virgin olive oil. And then you can think in your pesto. It's ready.
Got it. So press, mix, and pound till it's creamy. I can do that.
Next time, I want to teach you the gnocchi are my favorite. And my grandma started teaching me when I was only 4 years old. All the region in Italy made a different recipe from the gnocco, but all the kids help to make a gnocchi.
I guess that's like dumplings. Everyone in our family has to help make dumplings for Solal.
Yes, across the world, so many cultures have dishes where the whole family or even the whole community comes together to cook. Think of making tamales in Mexico or making mandu in Korea for Solal or diving into a shared fondue in Switzerland. These meals are all about community, family, and celebrating together.
Cool. But I think our culture train is just around the corner.
You're right. So this does mean our friends do have to hop back on our magical train and head on back home. And to our grown-ups, if you would like to check out what it's like to visit Miss Barbara's home to learn how to make pesto or gnocchi, you can check out her account on Facebook or Instagram. All of these links will be available under our show notes.
Arrivederci, culture kids.
Bye, culture kids.
What a wonderful day we just had. And to our Culture Kids families, have you ever tried pesto? If not, what do you imagine it might taste like on your favorite bread or pasta? Whether you've tried it or not, I hope today you'll stay curious about how food grows, where it comes from, and all the different flavors waiting for you. Each ingredient in pesto, like the basil, pine nuts, and cheese, has a story. And when we explore them, we learn more than just cooking. We learn about the people, places, and the planet we all share. So keep exploring new flavors, asking questions, and sharing your discoveries with everyone you love. And lastly, always remember, you and your family are welcomed, valued, and celebrated for exactly who you are, because every child belongs here at Culture Kids. See you next week. Bye-bye.
All aboard!
Joke time! I'll go first.
Go for it.
What did the strawberry say to its crush?
Ooh, the strawberry has a crush? I don't know what did it say.
I'm very fond of you.
I get it, 'cause strawberries are a berry. Like, I'm very fond of you. How cute. But who was Strawberry's crush? Okay, my turn.
Go, go, go.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Peace.
Peas who?
Peace to meet you.
Good one.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We have so many exciting adventures coming up on our culture train. We're going back to Nigeria to try delicious Yoruba foods, adventures to Switzerland to learn about Swiss chocolates, back to Korea to go on a fancy photo shoot, and so much more. Don't forget, you can DM us on Instagram or shoot us an email to say hello. We always want to hear from you. See you next week.